Hey ladies, today I'm here to do a show and tell or tutorial on how I do my sewings. So now this is the braiding pattern that I'm doing. She's getting a middle part and it's not necessarily a beehive, but it's sort of like a beehive, and I have all of her perimeter out because she wanted to have hair out to be able to put it up in a high ponytail. So this is the top, and now here's a picture, a more in-depth picture. As you can see in the middle, I interlocked all of the braids so that nothing will be hanging. I'm going to use a closed top weaving net for her to make the braids more secure. So now I'm putting the net on, and I'm going to leave it on for the whole sewing. I am sewing around the perimeter, not around the first braid that is going to be her leave out. This around the rest of the perimeter braid. So that's what I'm doing here. Sorry, I don't want YouTube and their copyrights. That's why I'm gonna just try to talk throughout this whole 10 minutes because I don't just want it to be a quiet video. But as you can see, I'm just still going around and around the perimeter braids. Don't mind how I look either. It was early in the morning. Early. Here's the hair. Sorry, I know it doesn't look too clear, but it's Lux Hair by Kimani, Malaysian, wavy, inches 16, 18, and 20. So here I am actually sewing. I started sewing now. When I sew, I sew underneath, but when I first start the track, I sew through the weft. And these wefts were very, very, very thick. So if you like to split your wefts or split your tracks, you would be able to because they were so thick. And another time when I put the needle through the track is when I flip it. And I flipped all of these tracks. I didn't cut any until I got to the very, very top. So I'm just going ahead and continuing doing the same thing, sewing underneath the track. I know it's not like super close, but I hope you guys can get the drift of what I'm doing. And that's me flipping the track. Here you might be able to see a little better. So I just brushed the hair out. That was the first bundle. Now I'm installing the second bundle. This is basically the same thing that I was doing before. Sewing through the track to start it off and then sewing underneath for the rest of it. The hair was really pretty too, like really pretty. And I sewed the tracks, once I flipped them, I sewed them really, really close together because I wanted to get as much hair in as possible. So they're really, really close. Say hi to Miley, guys. You're basically just doing the same thing over and over. Did you see that daddy-daughter time? Now you see how she's wrapped in the covers? I'm sorry. It's my baby. Just continue to go around and around. I'm almost at the top now. So yeah, here's the top. So hopefully you can see this a little bit. I'm still flipping the tracks. And like I said, I'm doing them close together. You see that little braid hanging out? That's the part of her leave out that's going to be in her middle part. So still just going around and around. I did curve it up a little once I got to the top. If you can see the piece on the left is curved up a little, just so it could fall more in her face. Almost finished. Closer to the top. I did have a little bit left of the 16-inch that's what's at the top. She had a nice amount left, but it wasn't like a whole lot. I used more than half of that weft. And the 18-inch, it was just a little tiny piece left. I'm using my Nano Titanium Babyliss Pro 1-inch flat irons. I didn't record this, but I cut the net and took, her braids out. Now I'm just straightening all of her hair. I sprayed some Silk Elements heat protectant spray on her hair, as well as I put some Marcel curl wax on it to, keep it straight. I'm taking it down so I can start with styling. Here's where the, oh no, here I'm showing you guys how it would look up in a ponytail. So I'm gathering all of the hair and going to show you how it would look up in a ponytail. As you can see, it looks really natural, and she's natural also. Oh, I forgot. And she did dye the hair black. It was a rinse, so she may have to do it over. Now for styling, where her hair stops, where her leave out is, that's where I just made that part shorter. That's what you saw me cutting. So the little feather that I just did, that's the only part that I like actually cut. So she's going to have it like, the rest is going to be in the natural state, but she's going to have that little feather part. And I'm going to the other side to cut that piece. Feather that back. Oh, now I'm taking my razor comb and just doing little layers on the sides and the back. The sides I did a little more, but the back I started low so it wouldn't be, too choppy. I don't really like cutting virgin hair, but just a little layering. Now I'm just taking her sides and feathering that a little so it'll blend better. Now I'm brushing it all out with my wig brush or paddle brush. I call it a white girl brush. Took a little bit of one and only argan oil and put it all on the hair. And I am just about done with styling. Here is the finished look. I absolutely love this sew-in, and I hope you guys liked it too and got something from it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to post them below and I'll be sure to get back to you. Talk to you guys in another video.